Hey guys, I went garage sailing this morning with my kiddos and my hubby, and we found this cool app that a friend of mine told me about called Yard Sale. I think that's just the app. Let me see so that you guys can know what to use. Yeah, Yard Sale right there. That's all it's called. Can you see it? Yard Sale app. And when you click on it, then it tells you all these. I'm not going to go too much because I don't want you to see the streets near me, but it tells you based on where you are, all the garage sales, and then you click on it and it'll tell you a description of what's there, the address. And so I don't know about you guys, would just go by signs, and we'd always, like, half of them or more would just be old signs. It'd be super frustrating. So this way I kind of feel like we're not wasting our gas, we're not wasting our time, and we're going to garage sales that are specifically things that we're interested in. So it ended up where we had bought stuff at every garage sale that we went to because it was stuff that we wanted. I would look in the description and it would say like kids clothes, toddler clothes, kids toys, etc., or it would have pictures, and so I knew that there were things there that I wanted. And so yeah, I think this is the first time like I bought something at every garage sale that we went to. I think it ended up being probably around 5 or 6 garage sales that we went to, and I cannot believe how amazing we made out. This is like probably our first garage sale like day in a long time. We've hit one here or one there, and even in Pennsylvania, like one here, one there, but we didn't like go one after another and like make out. So anyways, I'm going to get started because we got a lot. First I'll start out with clothes, which this was actually a win today because usually I only find girl clothes. Why? I have no idea, but I found boy clothes today. So for Tristan, I got a little 2-piece pajama set in size 4T and just little shorts. That was only 50 cents. I found him an Elmo, or as he says, Melmo, an Elmo t-shirt for 50 cents. And I found him, so I'm big on holidays, but in Pennsylvania, like, we had to buy everything new because there wasn't a lot around us. And then now I'm trying to think ahead for holidays, since I like to dress up for every holiday or have the kids dressed up and have pictures. So I had found Sydney a St. Patrick's Day t-shirt from Salvation Army, and so I found Tristan one, and it just says Little Charmer and it has Lucky Charms on it. So I got that for 50 cents. And then for Christmas, I don't normally like coordinate them, even though they're twins. I know a lot of people like dress twins alike, or boy-girl twins, they coordinate them. I don't do that very often, but I thought this was cute, and so I got him a little green reindeer for Christmas and her a little red one. And they were $1 each, but so worth it because, again, like when I do holiday shirts, I'm ending up spending like $5 to $8 per shirt or onesie or outfit for kids. So I thought for $1, yes. And then he's really into Toy Story lately, so I found Buzz Lightyear pajamas with little short bottoms, again 50 cents. And then him a pair of sweatpants for $1. They're really nice and thick, and I like that the bottom is straight leg. It's not elastic. These are Carter's, so they're good quality. Got those for $1. And then for Sydney, I found a cute little pumpkin shirt for, I think, 50 cents or $1. And then these, I think she just gave to me for like $0.25. I thought they'd be cute. I think they're pajama pants, but I thought it was cute to coordinate with the pumpkin shirt, and even still she can wear pajamas. I got this cute little shirt for $1, and then a couple tank tops for 50 cents. And this one's Hannah Anderson, which I don't know if you guys know, but their stuff's pricey. So, and good quality though. And then this cute little tank for 50 cents. I love these little like flowy tanks for her. I've gotten a few of them at garage sales this year or at like Salvation Army, and they just look so stinking cute on her. So that is all the clothes. Then for books, Tristan is obsessed with these like box books, and they come with like a little play mat and people. They didn't have the people in this one, which is fine, but he still absolutely loved this, and it's just like a big fat board book. And so we got this for 50 cents to add to his book collection. And then he loves Mickey, so we found this little Mickey Mouse Clubhouse mini book, which they love these little mini books, and they work out great because in their car seat they have like little cubbies, and so they stuff like toys and stuff, and they've gotten in a habit where we grab their little backpacks and they fill them up with toys and things that they want in their car seat. It makes the car trips, like, even if it's just errands or something short, it just makes the car trip better because instead of them saying mom, mom, mom every 2 seconds, they are playing with their things and occupied and happy instead of getting fussy. So that was only $1. And Tristan's into like Elmo and Sesame Street and stuff. Well, basically just Elmo and Cookie Monster. So we found this little stuffed animal Cookie Monster, but he actually talks. And he was only 75 cents. So he loved him. And then puzzles. We love puzzles in this house, and the kids are getting so good at them. And so this one was for $1. I don't know the brand or anything, but I love that they're the little handles and just easy for them to do. And I love that it's the colors and the shapes. So these are all things that we're working on right now. We're working on shapes, we're working on colors, and then we can work on counting since there's only 5. So all of those, this will be great for them. And then again, love Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, so we found this one for only $1.50, and it's good quality with the knobs. And a Melissa and Doug one for only $1.50, and it's a little fish bowl, and they love fish. And again, it's the knobs, so we'll see. This one won't last too long just because it's not as many, but I think it's still great for them to use. They like having a variety of puzzles and all the different things that they can talk about in colors. So again, only $1.50. And then we have about 4 of these Water Wow books, and they love them. And it's just, it's covered in like this white film, but when you put the water pen on it, it colors it in for you. So like it reveals like little shapes and stuff. And so this one she ended up just throwing in with my purchase because it didn't have the pen. And so I figured, well, for free, why not? So we'll just add that to our collection because we have 4 or 6 of the water pens. So that'll be nice. And then we got this book, Strawberry Shortcake, and it's got little glitter strawberries, and they love these ones that have like things in them. We have like a butterfly one, a dragonfly one, a ladybug one, and so I just thought they'd like that, and that was $1. And I've been looking at My Little Ponies at like Target and wanting to get Sydney some, and well, they had them 2 for $1 at a garage sale, and Tristan liked them too, so he picked out a couple. And then we got a few for Sydney, and they can play with them in the bath, or they can play with them. And again, I try to get like an assortment of colors since we're working on our colors. So we got all these little ponies for like $2 or $2.50. Again, I think she ended up like throwing stuff in. And then these were free. I've seen these at Target, and they're called Tub Tunes. You can like fill them up with water, and then they're little flutes. And I think they come with like more than this, but again, they were just free, and so they can just play with them and blow on them. And that's the Alex brand. And I've been wanting to get them like a basketball hoop for the bathtub. And I've been looking in like these Little Tikes one and Alex one. They're all like $12 to like $16. And I don't know, that seems crazy to me. So I just was like, I can't spend that much money. Well, again, she had this for free, has the suction cups, everything works. The only thing that it didn't come with is a little basketball. And that's fine because we own 1,000,000 balls. So we can just give them the little plastic balls, and they can play with them in the bathtub, and they can have fun with this. So I'm pretty stoked about that because it cost me nothing. And then this, we've seen a lot of times. And Sydney loves holding like buckets or bags and collecting. They both do. They always have to have something in their hand, and then they put things in it. And this is the Laugh and Learn purse. And so it turns on and it'll do different things. It'll talk, it'll sing, it'll count. And then inside it came with little money, which they're obsessed because we got them a cash register for their birthday. And so they're obsessed with my money. So they have little monies. Has lipstick. It has, I don't know why, there's a telescope in there. I don't think all of this came with it, but this is what was in it. Has a little mirror, has a bracelet. These glasses, which are stinking adorable on Sydney. She put them and wore them at lunch today at Chick-fil-A. Stinking cute. And then that's it. That's everything that's in there, and she can carry it around, and like you saw, it has stuff on the front. The only thing I didn't notice was it's covered in dog hair, and you can't actually wash this since it like has batteries. So I'm gonna try to get all the dog fur off because Jeff has really bad allergies, and it's really noticeable now that we don't have animals. And so he's like been sneezing and stuff, and it looks kind of gross. But that was only a couple bucks. So that was like, if that's the worst thing, right? Some dog hair, we can take care of that. And then this is cool. I've been wanting to get, we love the BU toys, the B Company toys, and they have a drum that I've almost wanted to get the kids many a times. But I ended up finding this, and they can put it around them and walk around, or as Sydney did, she put it on her, she was holding it like a purse. But it's a drum, and then it has a whole bunch of instruments. And this was only $2. She gave it to me because it didn't have all the pieces in it. But it has a flute, it has these little shakers, has maracas, and then it only had one drumstick, which is fine because they can bang anything on this, really. They were banging the flutes on it. And so I think that's just super cute, and it holds all the music toys, so we have more music toys that we can go ahead and stick in there. So for $2. And then this is a little mailbox. It's like a little Tykes mailbox, and it has like ladybug and a caterpillar. The bee goes around and makes noise, which Tristan's obsessed with bees, which is probably why he wanted this. Has a butterfly, and then you do mail. And then it has, you can put it up and stuff. It didn't have the little, I know like it comes with like mail things, but again, we can just kind of make do, and they can put other little things in there. They think it's cool. They love putting things in things. And then again, he's obsessed with bees, so the fact it had a bee on it, it goes like this. And that makes the noise. So it'll be fun. It was only $2, so they can have a heyday with it, and then we'll just pass it on to someone else when we're done. I know it's kind of borderline for them since it seems a little bit younger for them, but whatever, they like it. And then me and Jeff were just, it's kind of funny, talking about, we keep going back and forth about getting like little electronic devices for Tristan, especially is like totally into them, but for both of them. And we've seen them at the store, and we've kind of contemplated. We have iPads, but I don't let them have those anymore. We never did for a long period of time. When we were in Washington visiting family, we let him play with them, and then it got a bad habit, which is why we totally cut off all the electronics or playing with iPads. So I didn't want to go that route. Plus they are expensive, even though it's an old one, so to just like get it ruined, I don't see the point in that. And they're very similar to our phone, so then they get confused, like why can't we have your phone if you let us have the iPad, yada yada. So we have like a little device, I don't know what it's called, that Jeff got. A friend of his gave him that their daughter didn't want anymore, but it seems advanced. I want to say it's more of the like 5 to 7 age, and so he didn't know what to do, and he got frustrated, so we hid it because we're like, he was getting really like pulling fits and frustrated. So then we're like, well, maybe we need to find one of the ones that says age 2 to 5. And lo and behold, what did we find today but the Mobi. It's the Mobi Go, and it's a pink one, which is fine. He doesn't care. He usually picks the girl colors anyway. But I guess you can flip the screen up like that. It's got the little keyboard. It works just fine. Like, it's in great condition. And on top of it, it came with the case that it holds the game. And then it came with 8 games, and all these games are right up his alley. So I know for a fact this is going to be something that he's really going to like playing. And there's not a lot of buttons. Aside from the letters, the 2 main buttons, that's all I think he'll have to push. But it came with Tinkerbell, came with Chuggington, and Jake and the Neverland Pirates, Elmo, Dora, Tangled, Touch and Learn with animals, and then Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. So 8 games, the case, and the console for $15 she gave it to us for. She was asking $20, but we only had $20 bill and some quarters left, and we bought a few things from her, so she just let us have it all. And then before we got that, we ended up finding these at 2 different garage sales. One of them we got free, and one was $2, because the one that was free, she said that the husband went to put batteries in and it was corroded in there. Well, Jeff opened it up and he's like, there's hardly anything in there, and he just put batteries in and it worked. So it's this little Princess Leapfrog laptop, and it's got little princesses and the buttons, and you can do all this stuff with it, and it talks to you, the alphabet and numbers and counting. So this is something they can use for a long time, which might be more up their alley than the Mobi Go, we'll see. But we got 2 of them. All that's different is one's a little more faded than the other, but they both work perfectly well. And $2 for both of them. So they're heavy and bulky, but that's okay. Something's broken in that one, but yeah, isn't that a crazy deal? So that is everything. So we spent, I had $40 cash I pulled out. So we spent the $40 cash and then like a couple bucks in quarters. So we'll go with, I spent $42 for all of this, all of it. So it was a super fun day garage sailing. The kids are asleep now, which is why I was able to make this video and get all their stuff together, because now I have to clean them up and then put them away so that they have them to play with today after their nap. Thank you for watching. Subscribe here to my channel if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed seeing what we got, and I'll see you for my next video. Bye guys!